the paddy farmers who went through immense hardships, including the lack of water and a pest infestation to harvest their Maha season produce, are now lamenting over the lack of a proper price for their harvest. This is their story.
Harvesting the yield of the Maha season is taking place in many parts of the island. In line with this, the Paddy Marketing Board decided to impose a standard price of 38 rupees for a kilogram of Nadu rice and 41 rupees for a kilogram of Samba rice. However, Newsfirst was able to witness that the real situation faced by the paddy farmers is different to the one depicted by the government. What you can see behind me is farmers harvesting their paddy. Over 3 years, these farmers did not get sufficient water for cultivation. As sufficient rains were received last year, many opted for paddy cultivation. However, at the time of harvesting, these farmers are worried over the fact that there is no proper price for their produce. They purchased only 10 kilograms of paddy from an acre. I cultivated 18 acres. Now I have no way of selling paddy from 18 acres. What will happen is that we have to sell our produce at a low price and bear the loss. We never get any benefit.
We ganna කියලා ඉතින් එහෙම කිව්වට බෝඩ් අහන්නේ මේ තන්තන් හොල්ලන් ගහලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ගහලා තිබ්බට ඉතින් වැඩක් නැහැ. රජේ ඉතින් ඒ බොරු කියනවා මිනිසුන්ට අරකයි මේකයි දාන ආධාර දෙන්නම් අරකයි මේකයි කියලා. ඒකට වැඩක් නැහැ.
The story in Polonnaruwa and Min area, where over 1,500 acres of paddy land is ready to be harvested, is not different to that of Dambulla and Kandalama. It was amidst many hardships, including pest and insect trouble, that these farmers are ready to harvest their produce. However, the farmers complain that they are not getting a fair price for their hard-earned produce.
අපිට අත්තරම් බඩු තියලා උකස් තියලා ගොවි සංවිධාන වලට ණය වෙලා තමයි මේ කුඹුරු වැඩ කරලා තියෙන්නේ.
50% of harvesting in the Galgamur area has been completed. However, our observations showed that no one has taken any measures to inform these farmers about the government's paddy purchasing process or about paddy purchasing centres. These people who suffered from the drought for 3 years had to protect their cultivation from peacocks and monkeys during the daytime, and during the night they had to battle with wild elephants. After all these hardships, will these farmers get a fair price for their produce? This is the question that all of them are facing. The government has not yet opened its storage facilities. We are waiting till they do so. We have taken loans. We need to pay for the vehicles that we rented and pay for labor. We will now have to sell the produce to businessmen for a lower price. Meanwhile, farmers in Akkarepattu, Nindavaru, Oluvil, in Ampara too are greatly inconvenienced as they are unable to sell their paddy produce. Farmers point out that they also lack storage facilities to store their harvested paddy.
Indian media reported that Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe arrived in India for a 2-day visit.
It was reported that the Premier visited India to offer prayers at the famous hill shrine of Lord Venkateswara. Indian media said Prime Minister Wickremesinghe and a group of MPs and ministers flew by a special helicopter from Chennai and drove straight to the Tirumala hills. According to reports, the Prime Minister has engaged in several religious activities. There were previous instances where Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has offered prayers at the Tirupati temple.